Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we are here with a Werewolf Slayer guide for old school Runescape in my endless adventure to make as many Slayer guides or just guides as possible. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure to leave a like. On top of that, plenty of links you can check me out and support me down below in the description. I appreciate that greatly. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the guide. So to start, should you kill werewolves? In my opinion, I think so. They're a pretty quick task relative to some of the harder tasks that you can get early on that may not even seem doable at all. And they're also very close to a bank, so if you have any issues with maybe being a little low on defense and having to eat too much, you'll be right next to a bank, so there's really nothing to worry about in that regard other than just having to eat a little extra food. The only requirement to be able to kill them, where I'll be showing you today, is the Priest in Peril quest. The other location that werewolves are at are below the God Wars dungeon, and that place is terrible, so I'd never go there. Werewolves are weak to everything, so you can use whatever you'd like. I'll be talking about melee and range today, considering those are the two best for Slayer. Beyond that, their attack style is melee based, and they can max an 8. For the melee options, we have a low, medium, and high level setup down below for you. You can go ahead and give a peek at all of the options that are listed there in the numbering. Basically what we're looking for is some good melee DPS output while also having some pretty good defensive gear because, as I mentioned before, they do hit a lot, so you're going to go ahead and want to splash a little bit of cash down there. Nothing too crazy for the gear setups. Obviously, if you have a higher tier gear setup, go ahead and use that. And then there's some added options in the top right. If you want to go ahead and swap out any of the weapons, you can use whatever you'd like. They're equally weak to every single style of melee, so it doesn't matter if you have a crush, slash, stab weapon, doesn't matter at all. For the range options here, we have two different setups. On the left-hand side, a really low level setup, and on the right-hand side, more of a high level setup. If you want to go ahead and mix up anything in between, you can add in whatever D-hide you have unlocked between 40 and 60 range. And then beyond that, if you don't want to use darts, you can swap that out for a magic shortbow and rune arrows, or whichever of the plethora of crossbows and bolts you would want to go ahead and use as well. For where we'll need to get to the center of Canifis. The best way is the Carl teleport on the Ancient Spellbook. Most people probably don't have this. You could use someone's house teleport, but I'm imagining most people won't use that. The second best way to get here would be the Fairy Ring code, CKS. Third best would be the Salve Graveyard teleport. You can purchase this from the Grand Exchange, or you can cast it with 40 magic. And then the other option that you could purchase from the Grand Exchange would be the Frankenstrain teleport as well. A couple honorable mentions there too if you don't have access to any of those teleports, but with that said, we'll have to make our way to Canifis. So once you've gotten here, the werewolves will be wandering the city. You won't necessarily see them right off the bat, but they are the people that you see around here, all these level 24 villagers. Essentially, if you have a wolfbane dagger, you could actually kill them without them turning into werewolves. However, then you won't be completing your Slayer task, so you'll have to use a regular weapon of some sort. Upon attacking, they'll turn from the level 24 human to an 88 werewolf. As you can see, they have pretty high HP with 100 HP per one. However, their defense isn't too high, so you should hit a good bit. For the inventory here, I have a super combat set and also a ton of summer pies. I think summer pies are really good because they heal 22 HP per summer pie, and they're only like 400 to 500 GP, so I'm a fan of those. If you'd want to use a lesser food to save a little bit of money, that's perfectly fine considering you're really close to the bank here, so it's not going to be too much of a hindrance. They drop some wolf bones and some fur. The wolf bones are actually worth a little bit from what I can tell, so if you'd like to go ahead and pick those up and bank them, you could actually make a little bit of money off this task. So they're not a great task by any means, but with low level Slayer, if you can make a little bit of money and the task is somewhat doable, in my opinion, it's worthwhile, so I definitely think that werewolves should be done by most people. Dude, I'm trying to record an outro. Get away from me. Hey, dude, how far is he gonna follow me? Dude. Hey, back. Get back there. What? Dude, I got a little pet. Oh my god, homie followed me so far. So with that said, that's going to be it for this Slayer guide. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. On top of that, anything you'd like to tell me or others, feel free to leave it in a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. Also, I'll be streaming right after this goes live if you want to check it out. But with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day and peace.